Okay, we were going to be spectating today one of my friends who's at Nova 2 level. I know myself, I'm not that great. I only have Legendary Eagle, but hopefully I can still help him out a little bit. Anyways, let's watch. We're going to help him improve, just see where he's going wrong, what he can do to get better. Stuff like that. We're going to start wherever this is. See what's going on here.
Throwing a flashback.
Welcome to Nova, boys. I don't know how that guy didn't die.
Counter-terrorists win. I'm throwing a flashback. Throwing a decoy.
Alright, so. It's a good kill. Crosshair placement. You're kind of aiming off in the middle of nowhere. You should be, like, no matter where you are, you should be aiming where they're going to be. Okay, that. You got to come around the corner and keep your head on a swivel right there. Like, that itself right there. You should have been aiming, like, on a pivot. I know this is hard to describe, but usually your crosshair is kind of off in the middle of nowhere. I feel like that's probably why you didn't kill him.
Roger that. We will make them cry. I see our enemy.
This right here, your crosshairs should be where their head's going to be. And right now you're at about chest level. You have to aim up a little bit higher in order for it to be at their head. The reason why is because once you're aiming at their head, even if you don't recoil control, it's just going to instant income. And it's one thing that I noticed that Novas never do is they never recoil control. So just see what he does here. It's a good spray. I mean, I would also check that. Unless that's your team smoke. If you didn't smoke that and the enemy team did, I would definitely spray that. Good kill. Good kill. Right there, I don't feel like you were... Okay, that you got to work on. You got to have your... I don't know if you got like a sensitivity problem, but right now, like, look where you're aiming. Like, right now, your crosshair should be up there, and then up here, and then up here. Got the kill, which is good. I bet money that you recoil controlled that, too, so that's good on your part. If you don't have, I don't know for anybody that's watching this, if you don't have a gaming mouse, I would honestly recommend one. I mean, I myself personally use a Death Adder Chroma. Really low DPI, I have like 400 DPI and a 2.1 sensitivity. It's definitely worth it. You don't get a lot of tremors in your mouse. You kind of keep it on a swivel a lot better. And I feel like you may just have a bad mouse or something. Either that or his mouse pad isn't very big. And right there, like, you could see where his crosshair was. Got the bomb down. That's good. Right now, the angle that he should be playing, though, I feel like he should be crouching on the bottom side of stairs, because he already knows where, or everybody knows where he is. So staying in the same angle is not going to benefit you. I mean, it is Nova. It might, but in higher elo games, like, you don't want to kill someone and sit in the same spot. That's never a good idea. Smart guy, picked up the AK.
This isn't the killing house anymore. Roger, this is real life. Grenade! Throwing fire! Laying down smoke.
It's a good smoke.
Deploying flashbang.
You see this guy's watching ramp. That's good. So you know to watch this. Okay, so you know that guy's ramp.
Smoke!
Good flash. Would hold a different angle where you have more cover. That's
Throwing
actually a pretty good
flashbang.
one. You can't see it. There you go.
Throwing a grenade.
Alright, now that's not something I would have done. Now you knew the guy that was, you knew that guy was either Tetris or ramp. So what I would have done is I would have held just that angle. Right there, you were exposed to two sides. You knew that there was probably a guy in Palace, but what I would have done is I would have held like a connector angle. So that way the only person that could possibly kill you is the guy that was Tetris. And he has to peek and peek from no cover to kill you.
Move it! Decoy is out.
It's just about priority of the targets, I guess.
Roger. Grenade out. Incendiary.
Right, now that right there is one thing I see a lot of people do for some reason. They throw incendiaries when they don't know where people are. I feel like incendiaries should only be used when you know where someone is. And you just see that guy. So good job there. It was a good flick, I guess.
I'm throwing smoke.
He may have gotten the call out, that's why he incendiaried it. So right now, that guy just died. You should have responded to that a little bit quicker. That's where the mini-map was.
Grenade.
Again, this is
Planting.
no bug, so no harm, no foul.
We like lads. What on? Roger. Affirmative. Incendiary out. I'm throwing smoke.
Alright, so you have a guy watching connector, so that means you don't have to watch that angle. Now, if he dies, you should instantly flick over that way. Now, you know that your teammate up there is watching. Okay, so he's just shot.
Grenade.
You see that guy? You should not be peeking him right now. Let's see if he does.
Throwing a flashback. Grenade.
If that crosshair placement was balls, you should come around that corner with your crosshair at head level. I'm gonna rewind that just a little bit.
Flashback. Counter-terrorists win.
Skip it.
Roger that. Let's go. Throwing a grenade. Flashback. Laying down smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing fire.
That right there should never be happening. That's not your fault. But you know where he is, so just call it.
Grenade out.
That's a good frag.
Throwing flashbang.
Okay, so you know where one guy was. That could have
Grenade
been a
out.
lurker. This is where you gotta kind of just sit where you are, aim a little bit higher, and just wait for them.
Flashbang.
Like, your team right now, like, I don't know what they're doing. It's not completely not your fault, but they should be...
Roger
They should
that.
be holding an angle.
Roger that. Throwing a flashbang.
Right now, you only have one person on A. and you have the bomb down. I don't know if you guys know that or not, though. You just heard the guy in vents, so... There's an AK on the ground right there. He picks it up.
Smoke!
Does not pick the AK up. This might be wrong, but I feel like a lot of golds and silvers they're afraid of the AK and they're afraid of the M4 because they can't control the recoil. Their aim's not good enough to one-tap people. And honest to God, what you guys need to understand is that the AK is the strongest gun in the game. I don't care what anybody says, because if you can control your aim, you will kill anybody that you see. You will out damage them every time, even an op.
Roger.
Unless the opper is Kenny, then you're dead. Grabbed an AK, finally. One thing I didn't realize, I don't know from his perspective whether or not he knew the bomb was down, but they should have camped the bomb.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Laying down smoke. Smoke! Grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Right now, that crosshair's in a dead zone. You should be aiming right there. Okay, now, if he's gonna go peek this, which I think he will, he's got to have his head level. See, he kind of came around the corner and didn't realize where they were. Somehow, he hasn't died yet. I have no idea how. And that was AIDS.
Counter-terrorists win. Roger.
The crosshair should always be where the head's gonna be. There's a lot of times where it's in what I call dead zone, where it's not aiming anywhere irrelevant. It could be lack of experience. They don't really understand where people's heads are gonna be or how they're gonna play.
This is bandit country.
That crosshair should always be in relevant zone. Alright, now he just seen his head right there.
Roger that. Smoke.
I'm not sure what that was about. Alright, now this is one thing that I touched on earlier, is that you kind of throw smokes irrelevantly. You really need to use nades to control objectives or to slow pushes on the CT side. I feel like you're just throwing them for no random reason.
Flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Now that was trust right there, if I've ever seen it. So you don't know a guy's coming, so I wouldn't throw that flash, but I know you're going to. Oh, no, you heard him. You heard him. That was relevant. So I would just hold the angle. If I were him right now, I'd be holding this angle and connector and literally not moving. The smoke connector, they have to come through to get that bomb. So, with your guy watching connector, you can watch this angle. And that was purely not controlling your aim right there. Now, you've seen him up in that nest area, the ladder room. He jumped down, but you're still aiming up there. I'm not sure if that's bad game sense, but it would be kind of obvious that he jumped down. And you didn't reset your recoil there. When you notice that your shots weren't landing, you should have stopped for literally half a second, readjusted your aim to the guy's head, and pulled down. I'm doing bad for score. But see, this right here shouldn't be happening. Like, if your team can't buy together, you shouldn't be buying. Like, he had enough money to buy that guy or that guy
I'm throwing a flashbang.
an AK or an M4, and he should have done that. Because having these half-ass buys and having your money, your economy disaligned puts you off
Blending.
off economy.
Affirmative.
If you lose a match, you're screwed. If you lose a round, you're screwed. No, you heard him. You heard him. That was a good flick. Now, you know there's going to be another person, so you should be sitting right here looking down. And you shouldn't be stacking on this guy.
Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
Another good flick. Alright, this crosshair is kind of in dead zone. You're aiming at the stairs right now. Even if you know where they are, always put that crosshair where you think they're going to be. Like that. Your crosshair was in the middle of nowhere. It should have either been on the windows, in the window out bench, or looking out the patio, or looking off the balcony. It was in the middle of the dead zone. That should not be happening.
Go.
Maybe this guy just likes P90s, I don't know, but that shouldn't be happening.
I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang.
You just seen his leg down there.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire.
Now, if I was you, you know that he backed off to the left, so I would have got a little bit more speed and ran in through it at the center of that block, because that would have put it right underneath window. This is a good game sense, but again, you're not controlling your aim. You weren't pulling down there. I know as a fact you weren't.
I'm throwing smoke. Roger that.
This is a good angle to catch anybody off through, but you know there was a guy there. I personally went to sit here, but... Okay, now in the minimap, you've seen that they're at B.
Bomb has been planted. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Don't stack on this guy, because if one guy sprays him down, they're going to spray you down too.
Throwing flashbang.
Okay, you just seen that shot. Good shot by your friend. Let's see who wins the duel. We'll come out ahead.
Laying down smoke. Diffusing.
LOL. Silver at its finest right here, boys. I'm gonna point out I'm not doing this review for them, but the problem with that right there is that guy didn't know where the bomb was planted. And as a T-side person, you should always know where the bomb is planted.
Move it, son. Grenade out. Grenade. Smoke.
So I noticed he likes to play Lurk a lot.
Incendiary.
It's a good incendiary. That was some pretty good game sense that there might be someone going up there.
Flashbang.
Now I bet you money this guy's gonna call it, hey, B, 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 B. So you should be on a swivel for that.
Roger that. Throwing flashbang.
Alright, you're moving around a lot and you're not holding one angle. Right now, that crosshair's in nowhere, so.
Throwing smoke.
Like right now, where is this crosshair at? Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Smoke.
Where is that at? I mean, it's good that you're landing the flicks and whatnot, but that crosshair is in dead zone 99% of the time. You're not aiming anywhere relevant. Like right now, you should be sitting right where you're at and watching this angle right here. You shouldn't be hunting this guy. Or these guys. They have to come to you.
Flashbang.
see that you weren't controlling the recoil there.
Counter-terrorists win. Come on, chop chop.
I'm not sure what I need to do to get his crosshair placement better. I think it's just something he has to make a habit of.
Throwing a grenade.
You know, what I did to get, because when I originally started out as Silver Elite Master, just like everybody else.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
I knew my crosshair placement was balls, and I was consistently watching it. So everywhere I went, everywhere, I always put it where I thought their head would be. Even if I knew they weren't going to be there, or there was no reason, I always put it head level.
Roger.
But right now, you're watching in an irrelevant area. You know that guy's going to be there. Let's see if his team can clutch.
Throwing a flashbang. Decoy. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
You just seen his head, so I'm hoping he can shoot that guy. Maybe not.
Grenade.
Now the aim in this elo is
Flashbang.
pretty good. To say the least.
Terrorists win.
He's not doing bad for a score at all. He's never going to get the higher elo, though, by having the placement that he has for Crosshair. Well, let's see how this progresses.
Let's have at it, mates. Decoy. Smoke. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
So
go.
his team's all going over there. I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Smoke.
This must be some sort of strat that they're calling.
Deploying flashbang. I am
Plays
planting
lurk
the
a
bomb.
lot, but his crosshair is once again in dead space.
Decoys out.
You've just seen the model of that guy, as well as the guy up there.
Flashbang.
Again, not aiming very well.
Terrorists win.
Not aiming at head level. I don't know, I think I'm willing to bet one of the big things right now that I'm seeing is impatience. Like, I feel like
Let's go,
he's
let's go.
not holding one angle because he's
That is the plan.
impatient. He wants things to
Go,
happen.
let's go. Let's go.
When you get to my elo or
Laying down
anything
smoke.
above MG2 or MG double AK, I'd say like it becomes very
Throwing
important to just be
smoke, flashbang.
patient and hold a single angle. And then at that elo, you also have better teammates that'll hold other angles for you as well. So I can understand that. Alright, now you just heard the guy. Okay, so I'm actually pretty impressed that he didn't shoot that guy there. He should be aiming head level though. Now he sees that guy there. What I would have done is snuck up on that guy, got the knife kill, and then turned and shot that guy.
Planting.
Now with the P250, they don't have head armor, you can insta-dink them right in the fucking head.
planted. Terrorists win.
Let's see how this progresses again. Again, not a bad score. Not a bad score at all. I'm not doing this because he's a bad player. I'm doing this to help him out so he
Yes,
can
we
start
are
seeing
out of
what
here.
I'm seeing as far
throwing smoke.
as what he's doing
Laying
wrong.
down smoke. Throwing a decoy. Smoke.
this strat he's using it works very well.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Apparently, because I guess the guys on the CT side, they're not expecting him to be lurking.
Grenade.
Alright, he knows that guy just died at A, so he should be pushing an A right now. He needs to help that guy out because he's gonna get
I'm throwing a
found.
flashback. Grenade.
Again,
Grenade.
this crosshair placement right here. Again, not aiming where their head's gonna be, and that's the reason. That reason right there, and that reason alone is why you just died. You were not aiming where their head was. See that guy? Now he had his crosshair where that guy's head was gonna be. Now, I don't think that's a habit thing. I think the guy may have just gotten lucky, but again, well, see what I was saying right there. He was just aiming at the ground. We got the bomb down, and he's one guy left. I would just call for the save, to be honest. Wait for them to hunt him. He should be aiming like right here, and as soon as he sees him, just tap him and run.
Counter-terrorists win.
Move it. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing smoke.
Not aiming quite high enough. You have to be a little bit above that guy. I wonder if he got that or not.
Decoy. Throwing
I think he
fire.
may have still gotten it.
Throwing a
No,
grenade.
maybe not. Oh, he did, yeah. Alright, so he knows there's a guy in there.
Throwing a flashback. Throwing a grenade.
It's a good frag. I was actually just going to bring that up.
I am throwing flashbang.
Oh, you just seen that guy's model. Again, not aiming where the head is. Thinking reflexes, maybe not recognizing things. I'm not sure.
Throwing fire.
Impatience
Flashbang.
and crosshair placement are a lot of the reasons this guy's not climbing as fast as he could be.
Defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Affirmative. We must move. Smoke! Decoy is out. Flashbang. Incendiary.
No,
Grenade
he
out.
just heard someone. I know he did. That's good. Pick up the M4. Make sure you're checking corners.
Incendiary out.
Aiming at the ground again. This is crosshair right
flashbang.
here. I'm not sure
Grenade.
what's going on. A little bit higher.
Bomb has been planted.
One guy left. I'm not sure what that frag was about. I personally wouldn't have done that, but he had backup, so he could make a risky play like that. That's honestly not a problem, because at that point, if he died, the enemy or your team will have intel where that guy is and kill him. So, and at the end of the day, that wasn't terrible, but could have been better.
Forward.
I personally wouldn't have thrown that
We must
frag.
move.
At that point where you're hunting for people, I wouldn't use frags to
Throwing
kill them
decoy.
unless you know where they are. I mean, you should always have that gun out pointed at their head. And I know I've said that a million and a half times, but I can't stress that enough.
Grenade! I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke!
Where is that crosshair? Right there.
Grenade! Grenade out!
He controlled his spray there pretty well. Could have been easier, but not aiming head level right now. He oversprayed that guy a little bit. Let's see how his team does.
Grenade out!
Woo.
Bomb has been
That guy
planted.
just got messed up.
Terrorists win.
Each day,
was a
we
big
grow
game.
stronger.
Ooh, a Bravo case. When does that happen? This stopped dropping a long time ago. Legit Silver Elite Master. Never thought I would see that, and most of those guys are Smurfs. Well, on his behalf, that was a pretty good game. I'm pointing out the things that I've seen, just so he can work on them and get to a higher level of play. The reason why I say this is because if he wants to get to that MG level, he's got to work on these things. He has to. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, comment, rate, subscribe.